This is syphilis, an STD that can be spread in many ways, including hand lesions to genitals. I'm Kim, and I'm going to inform you today about microbiology, a little history, and how it affects our daily lives. I'm credible to give this speech because I work in the microbiology lab at Strong. I've studied microbiology, and I plan on continuing my education in microbiology in the PhD program at the U of R. First, I will talk about the definition and a little history. Second, I will discuss hand sanitizer. And third, I will discuss using soap and water. Microbiology. According to nature.com, microbiology is the study of microorganisms or microbes, things you can't see with the naked eye, such as bacteria and virus. It includes research in biochemistry and physiology. It includes host response to antigens, basically how our body responds. A brief history of microbiology. Although historians don't know who made the first observations of microbes, the first microscope was available in the mid-1600s by Robert Hooke, and in the 1670s, through several decades, Robert van Leeuwenhoek, the father of microbiology, revealed the microscopic world to scientists at the time. He was the first to document accurate descriptions of microbes. One of his main discoveries was the male human spermatozoa, which he thought was a parasite. And also at the time, people thought that you were born from spontaneous regeneration, so it was pretty big at the time. Now that I've discussed a little history of microbiology, I will now explain hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is the best option when soap and water are not available. It is only effective when it's at least 60% alcohol-based, and in some situations, hand sanitizer can reduce but does not eliminate all germs and bacteria. 60% alcohol-based hand sanitizers can only be 95% more effective at killing germs than non-alcohol-based hand sanitizers when used correctly. This includes not using enough hand sanitizer and wiping it off before it dries. It doesn't kill viruses such as syphilis, and you actually can get alcohol poisoning from eating it or licking it off your hands, or if it's on something and gets in your mouth. Now that I've discussed hand sanitizer, I will now discuss the pros and cons of soap and water. According to microworld.org, using soap and water greatly reduces your chance of spreading and getting germs. The mechanical action of scrubbing loosens the dirt. The soap picks up the microbes, and this water actually washes them down the sink. According to the CDC, correctly washing your hands includes pre-wetting with running water, ample soap, liquid or bar, lathering well, not to forget between your fingers, under your jewelry, and up to your wrists, and lathering for at least 20 seconds, and then rinsing well. According to the CDC, hand washing is the most effective way to reduce microbes in most situations. Some of the negatives of using soap and water include using dirty water, not having water available, like if you're out at the park or hiking, and not having soap available. In conclusion, I have just given you a little bit basic knowledge of microbiology, shown you the correct ways to use hand sanitizer and soap and water, and the purpose of this speech was to give you a little bit more information about microbes and how it affects our daily lives. First, I discussed microbiology, a little bit of history, hand sanitizer, and then soap and water. And the best way to prevent the flu and cold is to wash your hands. Thank you.